Hey, I'm Denis Lambert, and I'm playing John in David Mamet's Oleanna at Riverside Theatre.
And I'm Danny Nelson. I'm playing Carol.
Oleanna, it's a good play.
Yeah, you wanna tell them about it a little bit?
Sure. So the play opens, and John, who I play, is a college professor of education. And Carol comes in because she has failed her midterm, and she's very upset. And even though I have to get out of the door very quickly because I'm about to close on a new house, because I'm about to be granted tenure, Carol manages to make me stay in the room. And we end up having a very big conversation, and there's a bunch of things that pass between us that can be interpreted in a number of ways. And before you know it, we find out that Carol has accused me, John, of sexual harassment. So the audience is forced to consider John's actions as appropriate or not, and Carol's actions as going too far or not.
Absolutely. Yeah, and the play was written in 1992, but we've been talking a lot about how relevant it is today, and possibly even more relevant than it was back when it was written. And I think that the way that the play explores some of these questions, which are tricky and are heavy, is in this really nuanced, interesting way where it's kind of hard to choose who's right or who's wrong. And our director, Chris Clavelli, has described it as a psychological thriller, which I think is really accurate. At the end of every scene, I think you'll be on the edge of your seat wondering what could possibly happen next, which makes it for a really exciting evening of theater.
Yeah, it escalates really quickly. I mean, it's short. We don't know exactly how long, but it's well under 90 minutes, but there's more language in this than most plays I've ever done. Yeah. It's a Me Too play before Me Too. It's also a cancel culture play before cancel culture. I mean, it's incredibly, David Mamet really was onto something that would be in the conversation for a long time.
Yeah, it was also shared with us that this play was the first play that was done in the Second Stage Theater series here at Riverside. And so they brought it back for the 50th anniversary, which is really, I think, a cool opportunity to reflect on how the world has changed around the play, in that huge span of time.
Yeah, yeah. And we don't cuss a whole bunch in this, right?
Not
We were
too
talking
much.
about
No,
that yesterday.
Yeah.
It's not Glengarry Glen Ross.
Though I wouldn't describe it as family friendly. So.
No, there's a little bit of language, but it's mostly an intellectual debate, because it takes place in a higher education situation. So it appeals to your brain, but I think ultimately to your gut. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
We've been having such a great time in rehearsal, digging into this play, and we really hope that you guys are going to enjoy it. We hope you'll come out and see what we've been working on.
Yeah, come see it. We can't explain it on a little video, but it's going to be worth it. It's a great play.
I think it'll be unlike anything you've seen before.
Yeah, it's challenging. It's not it's not produced all the time, and it's such a thrill as an actor to get to do it. So yeah, come.